At different times, there were people who etched their name into history with their actions, bravery, concern, and of course their will to change the world. Dozens of books and films have been devoted to some of them. However, there are people who simply do their job without drawing attention to their activity. Not for money or praise, but because we come and leave this world without anything except our name, memory, and recognition. Even now, while you are watching this video, some people are helping others with no strings attached. Harris Rosen was born in 1939 and grew up in an ordinary family in Manhattan. When he graduated from high school, his parents were able to educate him. He studied at Cornell University and graduated with a Bachelor of Science degree from the School of Hotel Administration. Already in those young years, he had a goal to make this world a little better. In 1968, he joined Disney Company as a director of hotel planning for Walt Disney World in Orlando. During his tenure, he was responsible for overseeing the design and development of the Contemporary Resort Hotel, the Polynesian Village Hotel, and the Fort Wilderness Campground as part of the team that opened Walt Disney World in 1971. His bosses at Walt Disney World told him that they didn't believe he would ever become a company man. So they fired him. I finally came to the conclusion that I most likely didn't have the organization man's personality, said Rosen. Deep down inside, I knew that one day I was designed to be in business for myself. Rosen left Disney and in 1974 purchased the 256-room Quality Inn on International Drive in Orlando. Shortly thereafter, Rosen acquired the Rodeway Inn International with 251 rooms. In the following years, Rosen expanded the network of his hotels. Education and wellness have long been at the forefront of Rosen's philanthropic endeavors. While his hotels made a profit for him and his fortune multiplied, Rosen felt that he wanted to help other people. One day, the millionaire Harris received a call from the Orlando municipality regarding the poor state of Tangelo Park and its population. About 5,000 African Americans eked out a miserable living and had no hope for a better future. In general, the majority of people avoided the region full of thugs, drug dealers, and crimes. It had since become an isolated residential area. The level of crimes was the highest in the state. Even the police didn't dare to enter Tangelo Park. The millionaire got into his premium car and drove alone to Tangelo Park to communicate with the locals. He gathered the residents and asked them, "Do you want to live like this? Do you want your children to have no future?" So after they turned 16 they were shot or killed. Many locals of Tangelo Park were shocked by Rosen's courage and perhaps his insolence, but such nobleness bribed people. Seeing how confident Rosen was, residents felt optimistic. Having heard their concerns about the future, Rosen decided that he will invest his fortune in education and job opportunities for the locals. He had enough money to help 1,000 families. In a few days, he returned to the region with food, sports inventory, clothing, and computer equipment for schools. Harris helped start and fund the Tangelo Park program, which gave every neighborhood child aged 2 to 4 access to free preschool. Tangelo Park Elementary is now a grade A school, and every high school senior graduates from this school with flying colors. And that wasn't all. The Tangelo Park program also gave people access to parenting classes, vocational courses, and technical training as well. And very soon, residents began to believe in his idea and desire to change everything. A few months later, the millionaire bought a house on one of the streets of Tangelo Park and moved there to live. In the first year, he spent $4 million of his funds on the training courses for the adults of the town. Thanks to his efforts, several hundred men and women have found a decent job. Former car thieves, drug dealers, and armed thugs hurried into the library for the exams. In Rosen's opinion, it was worth doing. Later, Harris donated $25 million and a piece of land in Central Florida for the development of a hotel management department at Florida Public University. What's more, every high school graduate who is accepted to a Florida Public University, a community or a state college, or a vocational school receives a full Harris Rosen Foundation scholarship. Harris is known for his kindness in Central Florida and far beyond. In one of the Rosen's hotels works a man who at the time of his acquaintance with Harris could not read and write and had 2 convictions. And now he works as a manager at the Rosen Hotel and successfully copes with his duties. He started a family and even bought himself a house and a Porsche. The millionaire also built at his own expense a new community center in southwest Orlando with variety of sport fields, infrastructure, kindergartens and schools. He also provides housing for dozens of families, employs almost all residents of the city, supports small businesses, teaches financial literacy to former thugs, and sponsors children's sports clubs. Thanks to the center, teenagers no longer spend their time on the streets, but achieve success in sports. Today, Tangelo Park has completely changed and is not at all like that place of the mid-90s. Harris himself is simply convinced that you need to be a leader who serves people and the whole world. He is an example for the majority of the residents. Harris spent $9 million on his adopted neighborhood and continues to help out to this day. He stated that he will be involved in the program until Tangelo Park is a gated community and the average home is on sale for $1 million. It took only one person to change the fate of an entire city and tens of thousands of people. Each of us could become Harris Rosen. You don't need to be a millionaire to help others. And what do you think about Rosen? Write your opinion about this story in the comments below.